Now, what happened to Meatco in the past 5 years? What you've read, you can read it in any media. Financial problems and losses, every time in the news. Government bailouts. Producers not paid on time due to cash flow problems. The broken trust between producers and Meatco as an entity. A decrease in slaughter numbers. This is not an exhaustive list, I can give you more. Now, if you look at the reported figures of just government bailouts, 2021 to 2023, plus minus 700 million. 24, 25, more than 310 million. In this year's budget, an additional 100 million. This is far beyond $1 billion. And remember, this is taxpayer money.
Yeah.
It brings to my mind, the scenario of Air Namibia. It's a bottomless pit.
Yeah.
That's how it seems. Now, the question here, was that the correct management style? Remember, figures don't lie. Now, the question also is, why do they want to reappoint the CEO? I'm not looking for an answer, I'm just asking a question. What's going to happen in this year? There are 2 new abattoirs who will get onto the bandwagon of exports, namely the Rehoboth Abattoir 1 and Savannah Beef. Now, the government already acknowledged the competition that is coming. And the first step that they did was last year in September, when they said the lucrative Norway beef quota should only be divided by Meatco, who's going to get 75%, and Beefcore, a small portion of 25%. And this will go on for 5 years, meaning new entrants are not allowed for this lucrative quota, meaning it's a desperate lifeline for Meatco.